Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So over the course of the past few years, there's been some rumblings in the NBA about the idea of adding one or two expansion teams, which totally makes sense because there's so many great cities and fan bases that deserve an NBA franchise. And really, when it comes down to it, I think that the NBA right now, with all the different talent and the popularity of basketball over the years, man, it seems like NBA teams are like 12, 13 men deep as far as talent goes. And it's one of those cases where, damn, like, you could see one or two expansion teams being added, and it would really, like, dilute everybody's franchises, but at the same time, it would really have to make you focus on being competitive and scouting and drafting correctly and everything to really build the best team possible. I think it's a great idea. You guys let me know in the comment section below, but the reason we are talking about this is because it was actually brought up by Sam Presti recently, who is the GM of the OKC Thunder. Of course, OKC used to be the Seattle Supersonics. So basically, Sam Presti said they will have a basketball team again, and I think all of us here think that's a positive thing. It's a great place, great fans, and the arena they've built there, it's spectacular. When it happens, it's going to be great. So the idea, or the fact that they already have an arena going on and everything, I think is really cool, and it just shows the excitement of that team. Now, me personally, I've not really watched football all too much over the course of really the past decade. Detroit Lions fan, like, cut me a break here. Although, hey, maybe I'll come up this season. I'm watching a little bit this year. But I remember the damn Seattle Seahawks, like, their fan base was insane, man. And I don't know if they still are. I don't know if Seattle's even a good football team anymore. But regardless, like, that's definitely a franchise or an area or a city that deserves an NBA franchise. So for today's video, I thought it would be kind of fun to hop over to NBA 2K23 and do my first expansion draft rebuild. So basically what I did here is I added the Seattle Supersonics. I also added a team, I think it was like the Pittsburgh Force or something like that, just a team to kind of balance things out, because I really feel if you do an expansion team, like, you have to even out the conferences, right? It would be no fair if one conference had 16 teams and the other team only had 15, right? So that's how I think about it, but also it makes doing an actual expansion draft really exciting. And damn, you know the NBA would geek this up too. If they did an actual expansion draft, I think it would be set up just like the, well, I don't know, maybe not. I was like, maybe it would be set up just like the NBA All-Star draft. But at the same time, too, I could see where that would be kind of unprofessional, where it's like, hey, we're literally starting a franchise here. Please don't put us on TV and make us draft these players with like 12 seconds per pick. So maybe it would not be exactly like that, but I would be all for that. Or maybe what they would do is they would do the draft off camera, but then they would kind of like revisualize it, you know, for us to watch and everything. And it's like, okay, the picks were already made, but let's actually make a televised program, because that would be so much fun. Can you imagine being a fan of Seattle and being like, oh my goodness, this is the player we're getting? We just stole Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors. I don't know why I said Draymond in particular, but yeah, that's the player you're taking, Seattle, is the #1 pick, Draymond Green. Well, actually, depends what you're trying to do with your team. If you're trying to rebuild, regardless, your team's probably going to be garbage the first few seasons. You wait until you get some lottery picks. But let's go to this expansion draft. I've not done this in this game yet. I'm going to imagine that it's pretty much the same like other 2Ks. But the thing that's always fun about it is the players that are protected or not protected. Because sometimes you're just like, wow, how is that person even a... Kevin Love's unprotected. Damn, man. Okay. All right. So we have the first pick. Oh! Yo, they really do hate DeAndre in Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Wow. They literally said, screw you, DeAndre Ayton. We know you got your bitch-ass contract and everything, but we didn't really want you in the first place. No doubt. If you're looking to start a team, a 24-year-old former #1 pick in DeAndre Ayton, that is who I'm taking with my first pick in this draft here, man. That is a great start. And sure, maybe it makes us a little bit... Yo, be Stu with the second pick? Brook Lopez #2? Okay, the Forest are kind of stupid, man. They're kind of forcing some bad picks. I love Beef Stew, man. I would actually be devastated if he was taken off the Detroit Pistons. Just don't know if he's worth the second pick in the draft. Okay, so we got DeAndre Ayton. Now at this point, you know, you wonder, do you want to be competitive? Or do you want to take potentially great players that you can kind of build up over the years and everything? Because also keep in mind, you got to worry about the salary cap, but also you don't want to be too competitive and then not end up with a really good pick in the draft. Like, if I took Russell Westbrook, like, what's the point of doing? Well, man, Seattle, though, man, I'd be kind of all for it. But okay. I'm thinking the way I want to handle this is because it is NBA 2K, like, let's have some fun with it. I do want to try to build the best team possible. I think that's kind of more fun, if I'm being honest. So we got DeAndre Ayton with the first pick here. I'm kind of feeling Kevin Love because he is on an expiring deal, and, you know, I think teams would be excited to play for Seattle, so the fact that you would free up money, you could sign other guys that maybe aren't available right now to draft. So, yeah, my next pick, let's take a Kevin Love, and he's going to be playing that power forward position for the Seattle Supersonics. And with back-to-back picks, man, do we do Do we do the Lakers a favor and take Russell Westbrook? I don't hate the idea of doing that, if I'm being 100% honest. You also got John Wall. Contract's a lot better, team option on it, but Russell's also expiring. And who knows, maybe by the trade deadline we can flip him for something too. That's also something that's, kind of focused on for this type of video. Dinwiddie's available, but I think I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook, and hopefully he can become a triple-double god again for this team. Alrighty, so next up, the Force are going to be taking Grant Williams and looks like Jordan Clarkson. Both really good picks here. Okay, now we got to look at shooting guards and small forwards. So we got Jae'Sean Tate, who kind of jumped to my mind, 3-and-D type of player, very intelligent. Let's look at some of the ages too. Like, who are some of the younger players available? Just see if there's anybody where it's like, oh my goodness, like this guy, former number 2 pick, Justin Lewis is available. But no, I think for the most part, like potentially speaking, they don't really put rookies or anything, up for grabs. But potential-wise, you got Kennedy Chandler, Jaden Springer. So these are guys you probably look to take later on in the draft. So let's go with kind of honestly feeling Alex Caruso. I know he's listed at point guard, but put him at shooting guard. That's not bad. So yeah, let's go with Alex Caruso for the shooting guard position. And I'm going to go with Jae'Sean Tate, who is only 26. Let's grab him up next for probably the small forward position on this team. Okay, Dinwiddie's gone, and they also took somebody else I did not see. Okay, next up. So now we're looking at our bench unit. I think next I'm going to go with Jonathan Isaac. I like the idea of him being maybe a 6-man for a season. Just because, once upon a time, this guy had like defensive player of the year potential. The issue with him is that he always has injuries going on. Like, I've not seen him play in a very long time. I think I saw him play in the bubble for a little bit, and then he was out with injury. So let's go with Jonathan Isaac to be that future Kevin Love replacement on the team. And next, we got Kevin Huerter available, 76 overall, John Wall's still there, PJ Tucker, Reggie Jackson, my dude Luke Kennard. Not a meme pick here, but I am going to pick Luke Kennard just because he shot, 46% from 3 last season. Having that type of sharp shooting off the bench, having shooters around Russell Westbrook can be very important. So let's go with Luke Kennard, who is only 26 with the next pick here in the draft. They took Darius Bazley, so Trey Murphy is gone. Well, that's a really good pick. All right, really good pick in Trey Murphy. I actually like that a lot for the other team, not so much for us, because we probably should have grabbed him ourselves. But okay, at this point, not really any big time. Oh, Trey Jones, been hearing good things about him from Spurs fans from the rebuild I did. They're like, yo, Crispy, why'd you get rid of this man? He's a great player. Let's go maybe to a backup point guard. Backup point guard to Russell Westbrook, looking like Aaron Holiday. Gabe Vincent, I actually do like quite a bit. One of those, I don't know, just really good defense, Patrick Beverley type of point guards, I would say. I guess that's probably the best way I could describe him, although I'm sure a lot of you guys know about him by now. So we got him. Oh, they just take Yurtseven? Is Yurtseven still there? Damn, bro. Okay, Yurtseven was going to be my next pick. I'm actually angry that they took him. Damn, I'm actually really angry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Brandon Clark, 26. If I remember correctly, wasn't this guy like all rookie team? Could be wrong about that statement, but I believe he was. So we'll grab him next for backup center slash... No, is Yurtseven still there? Could have swore he disappeared from the list here, man. If not, I will definitely be taking him, but I'm not seeing him available, so I could very well just be blind. Next pick. Kevin Huerter, Evan Fournier. Nice, consistent, 18-point per game type of score. You got Josh Richardson. Kyle Anderson's not bad. Also, only a 2-year contract. Not a lot of money owed his way. Let's go with him next year, man. So we'll get him. And I'm also going to go with Aaron Holiday, who I still think could be a really solid scoring point guard here in the NBA. Okay, we got him. O'Shea Brissett's gone, and Trey Jones. Both good picks there for the other team. Let's go with... We got Royce O'Neal, Thaddeus Young, Deron Sharp. Okay, at this point, is there anybody that's down here where it's like, yo, let's try this dude out? KZ Apala, he's only 23. I think this kid needs some good, PT out there. I don't know if he's going to get it on our team, but we're going to get him. I just think he's got really good potential. Let's go with KCP on the 3-year deal. Not really looking to pay him for 3 seasons. Ish Smith, just a good veteran point guard, on a 1-year deal. So not too much of a financial liability there for us. And let's go with Paul Reed. He's put up some pretty nice numbers for the 76ers, like when Embiid's been out with injury. Let's go with him next, man. So Paul Reed, welcome to the team. And I think that is Quentin Grimes is available as a 72 over. Bro, why is this man 72 overall? Look, that was a great pick. I fumbled the bag. I should have got Quentin Grimes. I'm actually upset about myself with that one. But at the same time, I've done Knicks rebuilds before in this game, and Quentin Grimes always puts up the worst numbers no matter what. Like, he's just always bad. You can give him damn 38 minutes a game. He shoots like 2% from 3. So there we go. Our team is set here. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get my lineup going, so give me 1 second. Okay, guys, here is the team going into the beginning of the regular season. We got Russell Westbrook. He's playing 40 minutes a game. The idea is to see how he's doing by the trade deadline and maybe flip him for something at that point, see if teams are finally interested since he is an expiring deal. We got Luke Kennard for some shooting, Jashawn Tate, Kevin Love, and DeAndre Ayton. I think it's a pretty solid starting 5. I don't think it's a playoff team by any stretch of the imagination, but we got Isaac Caruso, Brandon Clark, and Gabe Vincent for our 9-man rotation. So let's go ahead and simulate to the trade deadline and see how this team stands. So we are heading into February. The team's actually balling out, man. 29 and 22. So at this point, you know, in all reality, in a realistic scenario, you probably do want to tank just because you're trying to get that first pick in the draft. But, you know, this is a video too, man. It's like, yo, I'm trying to win the championship now. It's like 29 and 22. We can kind of work with that. I do want to go with the player stats on the season and not the league leaders. Okay, player stats on the season. So who is doing great for us? We got DeAndre at 19, 11, and 2. Kevin Love at 18, 9, and 5. Russell Westbrook putting up really solid numbers overall. Jashawn Tate doing his thing. Luke Kennard doing great in the starting lineup. And then the bench unit has been really nice too. So instead of trading away Russell Westbrook, I think I'm going to look for some trades to, you know, try to improve this team even more. So let's do a trade of Jonathan Isaac. Let's toss in Jashawn Tate, and let's toss in a future first-round pick here, man. We're going to see if we can maybe upgrade the starting small forward position. I think that's the way to go. So here we go. What is going to be offered up by the game here? Hopefully something pretty solid. Derek White, that is not it. Dinwiddie and Grant Williams, no thank you. I didn't even draft those guys. 2 centers that we do not need. Oladipo, no. Terry Rozier and PJ Washington. It's not a bad little trade right there. Upgrade the shooting guard position. PJ could probably play some small forward for us if needed. Mike Conley, Jared Vanderbilt, Mitchell Robinson, Patrick Beverly, Tim Hardaway, TJ Warren, okay, Jackson Hayes. Hey, there's, you know what, man, I almost want to take Draymond Green just for the meme behind it. Then we got Kuzma, aka the next Jason Tatum. I actually think I'm going to do this trade because I like the idea of Monte Morris coming off the bench too. I think he's one of the better backup point guards in the NBA, although he's going to be starting next season for the Washington Wizards now. But let's get Kyle Kuzma, man. You know, we can use his scoring. I think that would actually be really nice in our lineup. So let's go to the roster and see what we can do with that. I mean, I don't think it's like a championship move we just made there, but he is listed as our second best player on the team now, so can't go wrong there. And forgot we got Kyle Anderson, who could be like the new Jonathan Isaac for this team too. So Kuzma, small forward, secondary power forward. Anything else that I want to switch up? Not really. So let's go ahead and simulate the rest of this season. Okay, end of the regular season, 45 and 36. I was expecting to tank, man, but I don't know. I mean, I guess we did build a pretty good team once we got DeAndre Ayton. That was a big X factor and something I was not expecting in this video to happen. 43. Oh my goodness, Luka. Those are the most craziest numbers I've ever seen put up in this game. Okay, not really, but Jabari Smith, Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons is 6-man. Giannis, Defensive Player. DeAndre Ayton is Most Improved Player. Man, looking good in that Seattle green sleeve and jersey, so I like it. All-NBA first, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third. Well, we didn't make the All-NBA team, so I don't know about that one. But here we go, man. What seed are we? We are... Oh, we're in the playing tournament? As the 7th seed, so I guess there's something to be said about that to some extent. But player stats on the season. Let's look at this real quick. And overall, just a good balanced scoring from everybody. We got Kyle Kuzma dropping 16, 6, and 3. So I do think that was a good move, bringing him on the team for some additional offense. Damn, he's only going to be 27. Forgot he was kind of an old head rookie, wasn't he? He was like a 4-year college player. But here we go. Playoff time, man. Well, hopefully. Let's go ahead and simulate the play-in tournament. We in the playoffs. We are in the playoffs, man. We got the Denver Nuggets in the first round. Let's see how this goes. Yo, if we win the championship this first season, that's insane. Simulate rounds. You know what? I'm not even upset. Man, because the fact that we did an expansion rebuild and we took the damn Denver Nuggets to a game 7, like, that's crazy. This wasn't really supposed to be a rebuild video anyway. I mostly wanted to do is just to try out the the part of the expansion draft and everything. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed this, but let me know in the comment section below. If you were to see a team, come to the NBA, how would you approach it if you were the GM of the team? Would you go all, just and start tanking right away? Or would you try to draft the best players possible and build a contender as soon as possible? That's all we got. Oh, let's go ahead and see who wins this simulate round. There we have it, man. 7-game series. Luka getting his championship, man. Thank you all so much. 53 points, 12 rebounds, 14 assists. I've seen it all, man. I mean, those are great. I mean, Luka's great, but I've seen it all, man. Those are insane numbers. All right, that's all we got. Peace out, guys.